Every season, I make a vision board of clothes I want to wear. But this year, I realized I pretty much have everything that's on it, not to brag. It is possible to thrift your entire wardrobe, and this is proof. Let's get into it. Hey besties, welcome to my channel. My name's Catherine. I'm a writer and performer living in New York, and I love thrifting. Because I'm redacted years old, I actually have a lot of experience doing it. Nearly my entire wardrobe is thrifted, so I have a huge collection of winter items that I want to share with you guys today. Sweaters are the bread and butter of fall and winter dressing. Okay, first we have this Abercrombie & Fitch cardigan. I thrifted this online this year because I was like, you know what, I need some plain, cozy, rom-com lead sweater. I actually highly recommend thrifting Abercrombie if you can. I thrifted it online. I looked it up on Mercari. It's an Abercrombie & Fitch soft A&F sweater in a men's small. So I'm a women's medium, but it's like a perfect, slightly oversized fit. And it actually, what is the material? Let's look at the material. It's 55% cotton, 41% nylon, 4% elastane. And I don't really know what that means, but I do know that it doesn't have any polyester in it, which is probably why it feels soft and not super pilly. And sweaters are really hit or miss in that way. So as I throw shit on the floor and make a mess. Okay. Next is this girly. The brand is Bass from Maine, USA, and it's a size large. I don't know if it's women's or men's. Honestly, can't remember. I thrifted this in the stores, so probably it cost me like maybe $3, $4. I love it. It's just classic winter, cozy vibe. It has kind of a wide neck, which is a nice fit. Obviously, it's oversized, so it's not particularly flattering, but clearly I don't care about that. It's 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. I'm not gonna do this for every item, but I just wanna say for sweaters, like this is what you gotta do. You gotta find cotton, you gotta find wool, you find something that's like a natural material. 100% synthetic is never going to do it. First of all, it's not going to be comfortable. It's going to itch and you're going to hate yourself. And then second, it's not going to last. It's going to fall apart and it's going to be annoying to wash. It's just a mess. Next, in a sort of similarly northeastern / Scandinavian vibe is this wool sweater my boyfriend actually thrifted for me in Paris. The brand is Nordstrik. It's made in Norway. Which you could kind of tell because it looks like I should be wrangling reindeer. And I just love it. It's so cool. It's very thick. It's very warm. It has embroidery and embellishments on it. Another sweater I thrifted online. If I go to J. Crew, the sweaters are over $100. I'm not buying that. But you can thrift a J. Crew sweater that someone wore 5 times, took really good care of for like $15 on Mercari or eBay or Depop or what have you. And it still looks really nice. I mean, this is like a quality item of clothing. It's not pilling all over the freaking place. And I just decided, you know what, like I want to be in my kind of like Nancy Meyers era, okay? I want to be cozy. I want to look like I'm in a Nora Ephron movie. Do you know what I mean? It's like they don't make rom-com worthy sweaters anymore. They're not dense enough. You'd pay like $400 to get a sweater that's actually nice unless you buy it vintage or thrifted, okay? In a similar vein, you won't believe me, but I also decided that it was okay to wear Hollister. It was okay to thrift a Hollister sweater. I decided that. Like Viva La Mall brand. It's like stuff that I never used to wear back in the day, like Abercrombie, Hollister, preppy brands. I'm really getting into now that I'm in my kind of like adult era. All right. That's it for the sweaters. And now we're going to move on to jackets. Hello, this is so cute. What are we calling this these days? I know it's not teddy jacket. Sherpa, fleece. Anyway, a wintry fleece jacket with like a snowflake print. It's blue. The brand is White Stag, which was actually a Walmart brand back in the day. And it's amazing. It's super warm. It's easily as good or better quality than something you would get from fast fashion today. I mean, God, it's so crazy to be like, I'm thrifting Walmart clothes, but I am. I'm spending $5 on a jacket that was originally from Walmart, and it's better than the $50 jackets today. Let that sink in. Next is sexy tan 70s-ish coat. The girls will probably call this a Penny Lane coat on Depop, but like realistically, it's not a Penny Lane coat really because it is square. It comes down to my hip and it's not like form-fitting at all. The brand is Ashley Stewart. I think it's 90s to 70s. It has this like embroidery embellishment on it that's very Middle Earth core. I almost sold it and I didn't, and I'm glad. Okay, you ready for like one of the craziest finds in the world? All right, hold on. Okay. I feel like these are like trending right now. Are these kind of like sailor coats with the flap on the back. They're like sailor style Letterman jackets. Guys, if they have a name, please let me know what it is. Hey, that's my name. Have you ever found an item in the thrift store with your name, your actual name embroidered on it? That is crazy, especially with the spelling correct. I was blown away, and it's 100% wool. Iconic. Also, we love red. This video is going to take me so long to make. Moving on. 90s vintage leather blazer. I mean, I know the leather blazers are like 2-3 years ago, but be so for real, they're still a staple in my wardrobe. I would say it's timeless. The leather blazer, like, especially one that's like, it's not oversized, it doesn't have crazy shoulder pads, it looks good with everything. We're still doing this. I'm trying to look like a spy. The brand is Preston and York. It's leather. It says that it's genuine lambskin, which I don't like the way that sounds. It's kind of gives me the ick, but yeah, it's a leather jacket, and I thrifted it for, I mean, I think I paid like $15, and I bought this at a Goodwill in North Carolina. Speaking of leather jackets that are iconic, we have sort of like the other end of the spectrum here, the less sophisticated, but potentially far and away more significant. This is my apple bottoms leather jacket from the 2000s. Sing the song, girl.
Shawty had them apple bottom jeans.
I love this because you know what? Last fall I was thinking about that like racing jacket trend, the motorcycle jacket trend, the collarless motorcycle jacket trend, and this is that. If you see like the apple bottom snap, it like goes around the top, it has no collar, it's very chic, it's very fitted, but then it takes it to another level because it has ruching. It's doing something different. I like to wear this with capris and then like sambas, you know, whatever. It's giving basic, but it's also like no one has this. Like the girls aren't looking for apple bottoms yet. Quality is amazing. It's 100% genuine leather. Look at the tag. Can y'all see that? I can't, I don't know. My ring light is kind of being janky. Guys, this is my first video. Forgive me. I'm doing my best out here. Everybody needs a wool trench coat. Everybody needs that. Why? Because it gets cold in the winter time and you need something that you can layer, and you need something that you can wear like out to dinner that isn't a gigantic puffy coat, right? I mean, that's why I bought this. I live in New York, so this is actually functional. This is a French Connection wool trench coat. I honestly don't know if it's men's or women's. Why does that matter? Gender is a construct, but it kind of has a sort of a boxy fit. I wish it was a little bit, I don't know, like rounder in the shoulders and maybe more cinched at the waist. I ordered a different jacket that is not thrifted that is going to like perform those functions for me, if you know what I mean. But this one is a little bit more like casual. It's a little bit more dark academia, maybe I'll say. It's giving Dead Poets Society. I think I paid $20 for this. I got this at Beacon's, which, I mean, $20 for a coat, not ideal when you're thrifting, but at the same time, if it's quality and it's, I mean, French Connection was a very respected brand, you know, in its time. Am I talking too fast? LMK. So yeah. And then our last jacket is a plain trench coat. It's fully too cold for this in New York right now. But like come March and on those days when it's 50 degrees, you gotta have it. This is what I'm talking about with like rounded shoulders. I love that. It's very like 80s. It's very model off duty. It's very Pinterest, right? And that's what I wish that my wool coat was giving. I was like, we can't have everything all the time, can we? This was $5, and the brand is Linda Richards. Don't know who that is, but she's fabulous. Hold on. We're going to figure this out. Yes. Okay, next we're going to do tops. The first thing I want to show is actually something that I have not worn yet. This is a really pretty paisley silk tank top that I thrifted on Mercari for, knowing me, it was probably 10 or less. The brand is Harold's with an L. It's a size small, and it says 100% silk in both the lining and the shell, which I love. I love that you can thrift silk super, super easily. It's true. I find silk skirts, I find silk tops at thrift all the time for like less than $5. I'm not even joking. The 90s were just a better time. What can I say? Early 2000s. They were making stuff that's out of silk and selling it at the Limited. It's just a fact. So you can get things that are not made of 100% polyester, and you could stand next to a fire without worrying about bursting into flames because your clothes are made of petroleum. Imagine that. Next is this normal Kamali off the shoulder black top. Guys, the girls are wearing these days, as you know. It's so cute. I mean, look at that draping, that cowl neck or whatever you call it. Like it's really, really pretty. Honestly, I think I paid like $6 for this on Mercari. No joke. So that's a W. Next is this boat neck, scoop neck, cap sleeve, kind of like tie-dye-ish sheer top. And it's great for summer and winter, but I like to wear it in winter because I think it's moody. I love her. This brand is Kenneth Cole, New York. In the wintertime, you want to have tops to wear that aren't t-shirts. I don't really know why that is. It's like sometimes you don't want to wear a sweater and you just want to wear a cute little top. So is a timeless early 2000s, actually late 90s potentially, fashion moment. And another lingerie top is this one. I mean, how cute is this? This one is Cinema. The brand is Cinema Etoile. Seductive wear. It's velvet and sheer. And then my favorite part is, of course, these little like fuzzy ties. I'm obsessed with this. Lingerie tops in winter, y'all. This with like a little coat and a pair of jeans and maybe a kitten heel. That's it. You're set. I started a vintage swimwear and lingerie business a couple of years ago when I was like, just trying to make a little bit of extra money. And during that time, I thrifted a bunch of stuff that I ended up keeping for myself, which is sort of why the business is on hiatus, because it wasn't really making money. Maybe I'll bring it back. We'll see. One of the things that I collected during that time was this dress. It's actually lingerie. This is also Cinema Etoile. I think it's like a basic department store lingerie brand. And I love it. It is red, which is, of course, very holiday, very wintry Valentine. It has this rose print, which is so, so cute. It's kind of like Whimsy Goth meets, I don't know, like Vampy Vixen. Oh my God, I like totally forgot about one of the jackets until just now. So hold on. See that jacket behind me? That was thrifted. Hold on, let me get it. Okay. This is a vintage fur coat. No joke. I bought this on Depop and the listing said faux fur. So she had it like listed for $20. And I looked at it and I was like, I think that's real fur. And here's the thing. I'm not really a fur girly usually, but I do thrift fur because I don't want to support the industry, obviously, but I certainly don't want this material to go to waste. So we purchased it. It arrives in the mail. Sure enough, it's real fur that's clearly got like a hide inside of this lining. And I don't know a lot about fur, but I do know that this is not vegan, so to speak. But it's a really good quality jacket. It's so beautiful. I love wearing it. Okay, next is another lingerie dress that I bought for my brand and then kept. Again, the brand is Expressions by California Dynasty. California Dynasty is another former department store lingerie brand. This is all polyester, by the way, like polyester satin. It's not silk, okay? And that's the thing is that like I love thrifting mall brands. Like even if they're not super, super good quality, they're still better than what you get today. And that's like the thing that I can't get over. I wore this to a Halloween masquerade when I was, being extra for attention. This is a denim, stretch denim, kind of Y2K, does 70s dress. The brand is Dollhouse, and if you're around in the early 2000s, you know that name because it was kind of for the bad bitches. Look at the logo. Speaking of silk, how cute is this? God, fairy hemlines are so in right now. This is clearly from the early 2000s. It's 100% silk and the brand is Nine West. I think she's drop waist. I wear it a little bit higher on my waist because it's a little bit small for me if I'm being honest, but I just love it. I love this dark red. I love that it's brown. Next is another kind of floral maxi skirt with a ruffle hem. This one is polyester though. She's not silk. The brand is International Concepts, INC. This brand is all over the thrift stores. Dark florals. This is amazing. Like y'all are not ready for this. You know how everyone's wearing denim maxi skirts? I have a better one. I have a vintage, stretchy bodycon denim maxi skirt from the brand Hot Kiss, with these sort of like seams that twist around the body, and I'm just obsessed with it. It like flares out of the bottom, kind of a mermaid fit. It's just a little bit different than the other maxis that the girls are wearing, and I love that about it. I thrifted it online for, I think I paid $20 for this, because I knew that it was iconic and it's by the brand Hot Kiss, which again, it's like Dollhouse. It's like, if you know, you know. If you were alive during this time, this was what you wanted to buy. Okay, so now we're doing pants. Have you noticed how the other YouTube girlies they say pants? Like, be like, they'll talk normally otherwise, and then they'll just be like, pants? I don't get that. These are kind of a work pant, sort of a Carhartt dupe, originally from Zara, which I bought at a stoop sale in my neighborhood, and I paid like $20 for them, which $20 for stoop sale Zara is questionable. Would I do it again? No. But I was kind of supporting the neighborhood, you know? So I don't regret it, I guess. But they really are cute. These are cargo pants, little boys' cargo pants, which I can't wear usually, but they're husky, so I can. They're by Land's End, and they're thick, straight leg cargo pants. And they're a little bit cropped because, like I said, they are for a actual child, but I really like them. I like the quality. American Icon, Land's End. I feel like this says 100% cotton, but I actually can't read it. Now for probably my favorite part of the entire video, shoes. First and foremost are these knee-high brown leather boots from Lucky Brand. I was looking for campus boots and I found these instead, but they look pretty much identical. They're actually made of leather and I paid $40 for them. If you're lucky enough to find a pair of campus boots on Facebook Marketplace or whatever for less than $200, $300, good for you. I was having some serious difficulty. Luckily, these kind of hit the spot and, in my opinion, are just as cute. Guys, Lucky Brand is a good brand. I'm telling you, mall brands from the 2000s. Mall brands. I love being a mall girl. I'll never change. Another pair of knee-high boots. These black ones. What more can I say? They're actually iconic. I love that they don't really have a heel. I mean, they're a little bit like, you know, pilgrimy. But at the same time, like, that's kind of what I'm going for. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Riding boots are in. Okay, Amish core girls, are we doing that? I say we are. Anyway, I thrifted these for $20 and they kind of cracked on the bottom after day 1 or 2 of wearing them. So I had them fixed at a shoe repair shop in my hometown in North Carolina, and they did an amazing job. They did cost $100, but they are as good as new, and that's easily what you would pay for a brand new pair of 100% leather shoes, if not more than that. So, you know, money well spent, whatever, but just keep that in mind. Hello, I personally believe that dad sneakers are still cute and relevant. Everybody a couple years ago was talking about the New Balance 550s V5. I don't know about V5, what that has to do with me, but these are like V1, V2. I bought these on secondhand. They were literally unworn on Mercari last fall, and they're perfectly fine. They're a very chic shoe. I wear them with, you know, my little leggings or my little Scandi fit. Maybe they would look cute with like this sweater and maybe even these jeans. Guys, it's not all about the skinny shoe. Sometimes it's about the 2020 Matilda Jerf shoe, even though she's canceled. I'm not getting started on the discourse. Please leave me out of it. Next, in Sneakerville, everyone's all about the skinny shoe, and the girls are wearing Adidas, the girls are wearing Asics. What about Nike? Nike makes a skinny shoe, okay? The reason that I have these is actually because I was Marty McFly for Halloween last fall, and then I realized these are really cute. They're kind of an 80s style sneaker. I think I paid $25 for them on Mercari. Ugh, I'm giving away my secrets. Mercari, y'all, that is the vibe. She's the vibe. And I highly recommend. But yeah, why not think outside the box, guys? It doesn't have to be one of the two brands that everybody's wearing. I mean, I will say I do have Sambas, and I have been strongly considering getting the Asics Onitsukas, but I also am just tired of jumping on trends, and I'm tired of buying stuff just because everyone else has them. I mean, but have these ankle height suede boots that I thrifted. I mean, they're pretty, they're embroidered. I love the little square heel and the square toe. Nobody talks about suede as a trend for winter, but I would say she's a trend. And lastly, in shoes, obviously ballet flats are trending right now, and so is metallic. So what did I get? Silver metallic ballet flats. And guess what else? They have a bow on them, also trending. Beat that, girl. Anyways, these are Sam Edelman, Circus by Sam Edelman. Guys, you know what I'm talking about. These were everywhere in the 2000s. So you can literally find them absolutely anywhere now. Online, in person. I think I paid $15 for these on Mercari. I have to stop shopping, realistically. I don't know necessarily what constitutes a winter bag, but I wanted to show you, I guess, the bags I'm going to be using this winter that are thrifted. This is really fun. It's a vintage leather, but I love the metal hardware. I think it's really fun. It's very like equestrian. It's very preppy. I love that it's structured. It kind of goes nicely with like a fluffy or like a fur coat. I want to embellish her with like ribbons and other fun stuff. Next is this sort of 2000s does 70s groovy kind of hobo bag meets mini bag, and wow, what a great combination. Again, unbranded, probably $3 at the thrift store, but I love these kind of moody earth tones, and it carries a lot more than you would think. Another super fun $3 thrift store bag is this Liz Claiborne brown purse that is probably not even made of real leather, although perhaps it is. It's kind of a Gucci Louis like knockoff logo bag, and I honestly love that because, girl, I'm not buying designer handbag. I do not care. I'm not buying a fake because I do not care. It's not that I am like ethically against it. I mean, obviously, you know, counterfeit, not great, but at the same time, it's really more that I just can't be bothered. I love carrying this little bag that has no logo on it. If you grew up in the early 2000s, you know that the girls used to be obsessed, harassed about Vera Bradley. Those little quilted handbags with the different pastel colors. I never had one because that wasn't really my culture. But I realized with the return of quilting as a trend that maybe I wanted to go Vera Bradley mode. I searched and I found this crossbody Vera Bradley all red, bag that I can fit my iPad in. It has multiple compartments. It's actually amazing. I mean, this thing is like borderline a diaper bag. It's so bottomless and I freaking love it. It's so cute. Look at that. So don't sleep on Vera Bradley. Listen, if you're my age, redacted years old, you know who you are. And you lived through these trends the first time around, I'm telling you, think back to what the girls were wearing. Think back to what you were wearing. Think back to that stuff that like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you'd be like, I wouldn't be caught dead wearing that anymore. Because that stuff is kind of cool now in this like ironic, nostalgic way. White House Black Market, buckle. It's not motorcycle season. They need to stop. Think outside the bun, girl. Guys, why are we buying scarves new when you could just thrift them and they would actually be made of cashmere or wool versus polyester? I mean, this one is 100% acrylic, but I mean, how simple is that? $5 on Mercari, easy peasy, classic, goes with everything. Now I have these two belts and they're it's kind of random to call these winter, but I feel like they're winter and you'll see why. This one is kind of like your basic brown braided belt, but it goes with the waspy style. It's very Luke Danes, Bill Pullman, and While You Were Sleeping, rustic, cold weather, flannel shirt wearing man core. Does that have a name? Or is that just like 90s? You guys get it. You need one of these. On the other end of the spectrum is this grommet belt, which I'm really loving. I'm really excited to like maybe tie this around a puffer coat to cinch the waist. I want to do some fun stuff with it this season. But yeah, this was $1 at the thrift store. And then last but not least, earmuffs. And you're probably like, what kind of person is going to thrift a pair of earmuffs? It's sort of nasty, like goes on your head. And you probably can't even wash them, which are all thoughts that went through my head when I bought them as well. But the thing is, they had tags on them still when I got them. And so even though, I don't know, I put them through the wash and then I air dried them. But they're so cute. They're like that sweater kind of Moravian star pattern, which I love. And then check it. Hello. It's cute. $1. $1. So that's it. That's my entire thrifted winter wardrobe. I hope you feel inspired to go thrift and that you got to know me a little bit. Maybe we can be friends. I would like that. So what do the girls say at the end of these things? If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I would love to make more of these. If you like thrifting, if you like New York City, if you like interiors, if you like fun stories about being a creative in New York, and you just want a friend to talk to, I'll even pretend that I'm listening. You should follow me because I think I'm going to make a few more of these. I love you. You're beautiful. You're hot. You're sexy. You're a knit girl. And I hope you have a fabulous winter. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.